Good morning and welcome to today's market update. I'm Maya Keynes, joined by financial expert Eli Sterling. We've got quite a packed session ahead, from Trump's latest political maneuvering to major movements in both crypto and stock markets. Let's dive right in.
Thanks, Maya. It's shaping up to be a pivotal week. We're seeing heightened volatility across asset classes, and technical indicators are painting a clearer picture of where things might head next.
Let's start with politics. Former President Donald Trump is urging Republicans to end the filibuster, warning that Democrats will pack the courts if they regain power. What implications could this have for markets?
Well, Maya, Trump's call reflects a high-stakes political calculus. Ending the filibuster would allow sweeping legislation with simple majorities, but it also raises the stakes for both parties. Markets generally react negatively to uncertainty, especially around judicial appointments. Investors are watching closely because any major policy shift, whether tax reform or regulatory changes, hinges on how Congress operates.
Turning to markets now, Bitcoin briefly dipped below $100,000 for the first time since June. AMD shares also fell despite beating earnings. What's happening here?
Yes, it's a mixed bag. Bitcoin's drop below $100,000 underscores the fragility in crypto sentiment. Despite some recovery, it's still down over 20% from its recent all-time high. As for AMD, even though they beat earnings and raised guidance, the stock fell. That tells us expectations were already priced in. Sometimes good news isn't enough when investors are rotating out of growth names.
Let's get into some technical analysis. Eli, let's start with Bitcoin. We're looking at the Bitcoin Tether pair on a one-day chart, using the buy, hold, sell strategy. What's the setup telling us?
The buy, hold, sell indicator is flashing consistently bearish. Both the short-term, V1, and long-term, V2, moving averages are declining, with V1 staying below V2. That's a classic downtrend. No reversal signals yet, so we're likely in for more downside unless we see a shift in momentum.
And what about NVIDIA stock? It's been on a tear lately, but recent technicals suggest a shift.
Absolutely. NVIDIA is showing a textbook reversal. On the 4-hour chart, we're seeing lower highs and lower lows forming, a bearish pattern. Volume picked up during the drop, confirming selling pressure. There's also a bearish order block around $208 to $211, which now acts as resistance. Until NVIDIA breaks above that, the path of least resistance is down.
Interesting. Now switching gears to metals, Radisson's O'Brien gold project in Quebec shows promising economics. How does that fit into the broader commodities outlook?
Gold projects like O'Brien are gaining attention as inflation fears linger. With around 1.5 million ounces identified and a preliminary valuation near $500 million, it's a compelling play for investors looking to hedge against currency devaluation. Plus, low capex and a small environmental footprint make it attractive in today's ESG-conscious market.
On the crypto front, retail sentiment seems to be at historic lows. Does that mean we're nearing a turning point?
Possibly. Historically, when retail sentiment bottoms out, it often precedes a sharp reversal. According to Lunar Crush data, fear is at extreme levels, similar to what we saw before past bull runs. But remember, sentiment alone doesn't drive price. Fundamentals and macro conditions matter too.
Before we wrap up, let's look at a few more technical setups. Ethereum is another major player feeling the pressure. What's your read on Ethereum/Tether?
Ethereum is firmly in a downtrend. The BHS indicator shows V1 well below V2, and both lines are sloping down. Moving average convergence divergence is negative and expanding, confirming the bearish momentum. Until we see a crossover or a break above key moving averages, I'd expect continued selling pressure.
Eli, any final thoughts for traders heading into tomorrow?
Keep an eye on Bitcoin's reaction near the 100K mark. That psychological level matters. Also, watch for any breakout or breakdown in the SPY and tech stocks, especially NVIDIA. And politically, any developments on the filibuster front could shake things up quickly. Stay flexible and manage risk.
Thanks, Eli. That's all for today's market update. Be sure to check our website for full technical reports and subscribe for real-time alerts. Until next time, I'm Maya Keynes. Stay informed, stay ahead.